Russia is building an extensive network of trenches to stop any further Ukrainian advance. On Friday, Britain's Ministry of Defense reported that Russia was building a new defensive line 60 kilometers back from the front line, apparently planning to settle in for the winter. This will give Russia time to rebuild its army while Western enthusiasm and support for the war wanes. However, Ukrainian forces used drones to drop bombs on 2 Russian soldiers who were taking cover in a trench, as these pictures show. Special Operations Forces (SSO) officer and former commander of the Azov Regiment, Maxim Zorin, said the surviving soldiers helped the 2 Russian invaders find their way home. Aerial footage shows 2 Russian soldiers entering a trench before a missile falls from the drone and appears to blow up their position. We reached out to the Special Operations Forces for further comment, as well as the Russian Ministry of Defense, but have not received a reply at the time of writing. Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24th in what the Kremlin called a special military operation. June 30th marked the 126th day of the invasion. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine reported that between February 24th and June 29th, Russia lost an estimated 35,450 personnel, 1,572 tanks, 3,720 armored fighting vehicles, 781 artillery units, 246 multiple launch rocket systems, 103 air defense systems, 217 aircraft combat, 185 helicopters, 640 drones, 142 cruise missiles, 14 warships, 2,598 motor vehicles and fuel tankers, as well as 61 units of special equipment. Turkey has agreed to support Finland and Sweden's NATO membership after initially opposing their offers to join the alliance's military. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan met with Finnish President Sauli Niinistö and Swedish Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson at the NATO summit in Madrid. Jens Stoltenberg, NATO Secretary General, said, "I am pleased to announce that we now have an agreement that opens the way for Finland and Sweden to join NATO." U.S. President Joe Biden congratulated the 3 nations, saying, "Congratulations to Finland, Sweden, and Turkey on signing the trilateral memorandum, an important step toward NATO's invitation to Finland and Sweden, which will strengthen our alliance and enhance our collective security, and what a great way to start off the top." The Russian bombing of a shopping mall in downtown Kremenchuk, Ukraine, was described by President Zelensky as one of the most daring terrorist acts in European history. More than 1,000 people were said to have been in the building when it was hit by the missile. The death toll has risen to 18 people confirmed dead, with 59 injured and 25 hospitalized. About 36 people are still unaccounted for. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has urged the UN to visit the site and demanded that Russia be removed from the permanent membership of the UN Security Council, accusing the country of being a terrorist state. Russia claimed on Tuesday that it had attacked a nearby weapons depot, with the explosion starting a blaze in a shopping center. NATO plans to increase its rapid reaction force from 40,000 troops to more than 300,000 troops. Ukraine continues to carry out counterattacks against Ukraine. They are determined to continue to seize the territories captured by Russia, even though there has been a referendum accepting these areas. Yaroslav, a Ukrainian soldier who was guarding the front line outside Kherson, told AFP that Ukrainian troops were now filled with a sense of fighting spirit. Their spirits, everything has changed, compared to before, much better. There is a bright spot from all this chaos thanks to the series of victories that we achieved, he said. Ukrainian forces have also strengthened their position in the east. Moscow troops withdrew from the Lyman region of the Donetsk Oblast at the end of last week after Ukrainian forces laid siege to the city. The streets were filled with the burnt remains of Russian tanks and dead Russian soldiers.